The European Union is considering giving workers the right to disconnect from their phones and email inboxes over fears of burnout and mental health problems. Trade unions have been warning against the growing pressure of the pandemic and new technology and the pressure that it's putting on people working from home. Jack Parrock reports.
The pandemic has forced our jobs into our homes, and with social media platforms being used to conduct business, many find it hard to ever switch off. The European Parliament wants to approve new expanded employment laws for EU citizens to have the right to disconnect.
Ultimately, we have a situation whereby the legislation was written in a period where digitalisation was not so prominent in our lives. Therefore, it is the right time, and we have the political push.
It's in the early stages at the moment, and the different political groups have vastly differing positions on how strongly enforced any working time limits or restrictions on employers should be. But a proposed amendment to the report suggests linking any right to disconnect directive to the implementation of a 2020 agreement on the digitalisation of the EU's workforce. Trade unions warn it could create an unnecessary delay.
We are speaking about more than 8 years delay for the Commission to act. And I think it is unacceptable to delay the very needed protection of workers in such a crisis situation.
Clear EU numbers on work burnouts are hard to come by, but some pre-pandemic stats from Eurofound suggest at least 10% of EU workers experienced some of the symptoms. Clinicians warn therapy can only start after a person has switched off.
During the first months of burnout, or even the first 2 months, it's really important to rest. But it's very difficult for people with burnout to tell themselves, I have to stop. They feel guilty.
Workers will have to wait until the European Parliament's report is also approved by the European Commission and the EU's national governments before the right to disconnect is written into law. Jack Parrock, Euronews, Brussels.